Have you ever wondered how your favorite streaming service just knows what movie you want to watch next? Or how you can click a button and have a package show up at your door the very next day? Well, the answer to all of that is information technology. In this explainer, we're going to pull back the curtain on the tech that pretty much runs our entire world, and we're going to make it super simple to understand. So when I say the letters IT, what's the first thing that pops into your head? Maybe the help desk folks who fix your computer, or maybe super complex coding. You know, it's a term we hear all the time, but what does it actually mean?
I think the best way to think about it is like this. IT is the hidden engine that powers almost everything in our modern lives, from how we watch movies to how massive global companies operate. It's huge, it's powerful, and today we're going to pop the hood and see how it all works.
All right, here's our game plan. We'll start with the core building blocks of IT, then see how it powers businesses. We'll look at the people behind it all, figure out how it's all protected, and finally, take a peek at what's coming next. Okay, first things first. Let's start at the very beginning with the core building blocks, the absolute foundation of everything digital. So when you boil it all down, all of IT really just stands on three main pillars. First, you've got hardware. That's the physical stuff you can actually touch, like your laptop or your phone. Then you've got software. Those are the instructions, the apps, and programs that tell the hardware what to do. And finally, you have networks. That's the magic that lets all these different parts talk to each other and, of course, to the internet. Let's dig in a little deeper. The hardware in your computer includes things like the CPU, which is basically its brain, and the RAM, which is kind of like its short-term memory. The software, on the other hand, is the operating system that manages all that hardware, plus all the apps you use every single day, like your web browser or your favorite game. And this is a fantastic example of just how fast IT moves. For years and years, we used hard disk drives, HDDs, which stored our data on spinning metal platters. But now, most modern computers have solid-state drives, or SSDs. Because they have zero moving parts, they are unbelievably faster, totally silent, and way more durable. It's just a perfect snapshot of IT's constant push to get better and better. Now, this is a big one. We tend to use the words data and information like they're the same thing. But in the world of IT, they are totally different. See, data is just raw facts and numbers, like a huge, messy list of every sale a company made. Information, though, is when that raw data gets processed and organized into something useful, like a chart showing sales trends over the last year. That's something you can actually make a decision with. And turning data into information is what IT systems are all about. Okay, so we've got the building blocks. Now let's see how they all come together to power modern businesses and make a real-world impact. You've definitely heard people talk about the cloud. Well, cloud computing is really just about accessing IT resources, things like servers and storage, over the internet instead of having to own and maintain all that expensive equipment yourself. This gives companies an incredible amount of flexibility to scale up or down whenever they need to, which is not only powerful, but also way more cost-effective. Now, if we look inside a company, you'll often find an enterprise resource planning system, or ERP. Think of an ERP as the company's central nervous system. It connects everything, finance, HR, manufacturing, you name it, so that the entire organization is working from the same single source of truth. So if the ERP handles everything on the inside, a customer relationship management system, or CRM, is all about the outside. A CRM tracks every single interaction with a customer, every phone call, every email, every purchase, to help the business build better relationships and personalize how they communicate. So, to recap that real quick, the cloud gives you resources on demand, an ERP gets the whole company organized internally, and a CRM helps you understand and manage your customers. Each one solves a very specific and very important business problem. But you know, all this amazing technology doesn't run itself. So, who are the people making all this stuff work? Let's meet the team and look at the plans that bring IT to life. An IT department is a whole team of specialists. Up at the top, you've got the CIO, the Chief Information Officer, who's the big picture thinker connecting tech strategy to business goals. Then you have the absolutely essential hands-on folks, like systems and network admins who keep everything running smoothly, security analysts who protect it all from threats, and data analysts who turn all that raw data into those valuable insights we talked about. And these teams can be organized in a couple of different ways. A hierarchical structure is that classic pyramid you've probably seen, with a very clear chain of command. But a matrix structure is more collaborative and flexible. Someone from IT might report to their IT manager, but also to a project manager from marketing for a specific project. It's all about promoting teamwork across different departments. Okay, so we've built this incredible digital world that holds so much valuable data. The next logical question is, how do we protect it? It's time to talk about guarding the digital fort and the nonstop challenge of cybersecurity. At the heart of all information security is a concept called the CIA triad. No, not that CIA. It stands for confidentiality, integrity, and availability. Confidentiality means keeping secret secret, making sure only the right people can see the data. Integrity means making sure that data is accurate and hasn't been messed with. And availability simply means ensuring the systems are online and you can get to your data whenever you need it. So, to achieve that CIA triad, organizations use all kinds of defenses. Firewalls act like a digital bouncer, keeping bad traffic out. Multi-factor authentication adds an extra layer of security to your login. But, technology alone is never enough. That's where threat awareness training comes in. And this brings us to one of the most important truths in cybersecurity. Often, the weakest link isn't a piece of software or a server, it's a person. Simple human error or falling for a clever phishing scam can undo even the most advanced security systems. And that's exactly why training employees to spot threats is one of the most effective defenses a company can have. So, where is all this headed? Let's take a look into the future and see how game changers like AI are reshaping the entire field. This quote just nails it. Artificial intelligence isn't about replacing IT professionals, it's about changing their jobs. AI is getting really good at handling all the boring, routine stuff, which frees up the human experts to focus on bigger, more strategic, and more interesting problems. Let's look at the system administrator role as a perfect example. Before AI, a huge chunk of their day might have been spent just resetting passwords and doing basic maintenance. But now, with AI automating a lot of that, their focus shifts to much more complex work, like optimizing the entire system for peak performance or figuring out the best way to integrate new AI tools into the company. And all of this leaves us with a really fascinating question to think about. As technology and AI keep automating more and more of the technical tasks, what are the uniquely human skills like creativity, critical thinking, and strategy that will define the future of IT? It's definitely something to consider. Thanks for joining us.